Hey everybody, just making a quick video here. Last night I worked on refurbishing this guy. This is just an old metal war boss, and I think it's still in production. But this was actually the very first Warhammer 40k model I ever assembled and painted back in the late 90s. I don't even remember exactly when I was playing this game, when I started this game. It was 98, 99, 97, somewhere in that range. But it's one of those models that it had a very clean paint job, but of course, being metal and not varnished, because I didn't know any better, the paint, there'd been a lot of chipping, and it was just kind of boring. So I went through and fixed up all the chipped areas, and gave the whole model a wash of a black wash, Newell oil, washed the base in Agrez Earthshade, then dry brushed the base. And then I went over and dry brushed all the metal parts with Necron compound, and then I just layered up the skin with the normal colors I usually use, and then I gave it a real good varnish, and hit the big chopper with the blood for the blood god, of course. So this could actually be the war boss that uses the relic big chopper thing. I don't remember what it's called, but this would be the model I use for that. And this thing here, this was actually also my first conversion. I added some shoulder pads here and to the side of the chest here, and these iron gobs here to the knees, kind of give him look like he had heavy armor on. And this thing, I went for kind of like a grenade launcher look for his stick bombs. So it's like an over-under grenade launcher. But yeah, I really like how he came out. I didn't put a whole lot of work into it, because he didn't need a whole lot of work. In fact, I put up a picture of the before. I started on it last night. So that kind of brings up the question of, should you refurbish or redo your old models, especially something that could have as significant as your very first ever Warhammer model. Because of this probably wouldn't be something I'd ever play normally, but now that they have that relic big chopper, it might be something I pull out once in a while, just have for something a little different. So I wanted them in at least playable condition, so just a wash and a little bit of layering on the skin. Oh, and I redid all the teeth too. Teeth and fingernails all got redone. But some people say you probably shouldn't redo your old models. That way you can keep track of how you've progressed over the years, and maybe they got a point there. But that's what pictures are for. I'd rather have a model that I can play with and not embarrassed to put on the table, as opposed to something that's just kept as the way it was for nostalgia. But yeah, so just a quick refurbish on this guy to get him into a playable standard, and I think it worked out pretty well. So let me know what you think about redoing your old models. I've definitely been redoing a lot of refurbishing. I refurbished an entire unit of Slugger Boys, which then got converted to Shooter Boys. And then I refurbished my Tank Busters. Same thing I did here, just clean them up, wash them, and layer up the skin. The Truck Boys I just did in my last truck video, those were also refurbished in the same way, just a wash and layers on the skin. And just to give them up to a more presentable quality. So let me know what you think. Should you refurbish your models, especially some of the very early ones, or should you just leave them alone and buy new ones? Thanks for watching.